Okay, buckle up, everyone, because today we are diving into something pretty unexpected.
Unexpected is right.
We're talking about an electric car
Mm.
from Burkina Faso.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not just some prototype,
Right.
but a fully functional EV
Yeah.
built with local talent
It's amazing.
and resources challenging, all those assumptions about
Yeah,
Africa's role in tech and manufacturing.
for sure.
So in this deep dive, we're going to be looking at this YouTube video
Okay.
that's got everyone talking about how Burkina Faso actually pulled this off.
Right.
And, what it might mean, not just for them, but for the whole continent
Yeah.
and even the global EV market.
Huge implications for sure.
So, Burkina Faso doesn't have a history of car manufacturing, right? You've got places like South Africa
Yeah.
and Morocco who have these foreign-backed car
Big
industries.
companies.
And even they haven't done this.
Yeah, it's really a testament to the leadership there and the commitment of the team at IKEA who built this car.
Yeah.
To, really self-reliance.
Yeah.
They sourced a lot of the materials from within Africa and designed the car specifically for Africa's driving conditions.
Which can be pretty tough, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So this car's got a 30-minute fast charge time,
That's incredible.
which is comparable to a Tesla.
Yeah, it's cutting edge technology.
And they've really focused on the build to make it practical
Right.
and durable, able to handle those rough terrains.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
So instead of just importing batteries,
Yeah.
like a lot of car manufacturers do, Burkina Faso decided to develop their own battery technology.
Bold move.
Right.
But it makes sense in the long term. I
Yeah,
mean,
right.
it's a huge investment.
Yeah.
But it could really pay off.
Yeah.
It reminds me of how China, strategically invested in battery technology.
Yeah.
And now look at them. They're dominating the EV market.
Wow.
So Burkina Faso is thinking long term. They want to be a leader in the African EV market.
It seems like they're really going for it.
They are, and they're not stopping there.
Oh.
They're also looking at ways to use all that solar energy they have
Right.
to create a network of solar-powered charging stations.
Wow. So they're really thinking about the whole ecosystem.
Absolutely. It's brilliant.
It's amazing.
They're tackling the lack of charging infrastructure in Africa
Right.
and promoting clean energy at the same time.
But be honest, how does a car from Burkina Faso compete with Tesla?
Well, they're not trying to be Tesla.
Right.
They're going after a different market.
Okay.
This car isn't about luxury.
Right.
It's about affordability and durability,
Makes sense.
meeting the needs of African drivers.
So they're playing a different game.
Exactly. They're producing locally, no import fees.
Hmm.
And the price difference could be huge.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
It could make EVs accessible to so many more people.
This is way bigger than just a car.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. This could be a major economic shift.
Yeah.
Imagine all the money spent on importing cars, staying in Africa,
Yeah.
fueling local industries, creating jobs.
It's a whole new model.
It is, and it could inspire other countries to do the same.
Wow.
We could see more interconnected African economy.
Okay. I'm starting to see the ripple effects.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Welcome back, everyone. So let's kind of shift gears here
Okay.
and talk about the potential impact of all this on the African economy.
Yeah, the video really highlighted how much money African nations spend importing vehicles.
Oh, yeah, billions of dollars every year.
It's a huge drain on their economies.
Absolutely. It's this classic pattern
Right.
where Africa is rich in resources, but so much of the value gets extracted and processed elsewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and the profits just flow out of the continent.
So this EV project could flip the script,
Exactly. Instead of just exporting raw materials,
Right.
they could be building finished products.
creating jobs.
Exactly, boosting their own economies.
Right. And it goes beyond just car manufacturing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You've got the battery production, the charging infrastructure.
The whole ecosystem.
That all needs to be built up.
And that means jobs.
Yeah.
Not just in factories, but in engineering, software development, design.
So it's this one innovation could spark a wave of industrial growth.
Absolutely. It's huge, and it could lead to stronger trade relationships within Africa.
Oh, how so?
Imagine if multiple countries started producing EVs.
All right.
We could see this more integrated regional economy.
Right.
African nations trading with each other instead of relying on external markets.
That would be a major shift.
It would be huge, and we can't forget about the environmental impact either.
Right. The video talked about how climate change is hitting Africa really hard.
Yeah, it's a major concern.
All those droughts, floods, extreme weather.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
So reducing reliance on fossil fuels is really important.
It's not just an environmental win, it's an economic and social necessity.
And with Burkina Faso focusing on solar-powered charging stations,
Yeah.
they're really going all in on clean energy.
It's about showcasing what's possible with sustainable development.
Right.
It's a model for other nations.
Showing that green technology can drive economic growth.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's a win-win. And you know what else?
What's that?
Global automakers are starting to take notice.
Really?
Yeah, they've treated Africa as a dumping ground for used vehicles for years.
Right.
But now they see a potential competitor emerging
Someone who understands the African market.
and can build cars specifically for those conditions.
So this could force those big companies to rethink their strategies.
Absolutely. They might have to adapt their products and invest in local manufacturing.
Wow.
Maybe even collaborate with African companies.
It's amazing how this one car could shake up the whole industry.
It really is, and it goes beyond just cars. Think about battery production.
You okay?
Africa has tons of cobalt and lithium.
Right, the essential ingredients for battery.
Exactly. And Burkina Faso developing their own battery tech
Yeah.
could lead to this boom in local mining and processing.
So it's a whole new industry within Africa.
Precisely, it's this cascade of advancements across different sectors.
And it's not just about the tech. It's about shifting perceptions.
Right. People are starting to see Africa as a source of innovation.
A place where the future of tech is being shaped.
That's the exciting part. It's about Africa taking control of its own destiny.
It's inspiring to see.
It is, but of course, alongside the opportunities, there are challenges.
Like what?
Well, scaling up production to meet demand won't be easy.
Right, and building that charging infrastructure will take time and money.
It's a huge undertaking, and there could be pushback, too.
Oh, yeah. From who?
Importers who see their profits shrinking.
Makes sense.
Maybe even from within the government,
Oh, wow.
if there are people who benefit from the current system.
So it's a political and economic challenge as well?
It is. It'll take strong leadership, strategic partnerships, and a clear vision for the future.
But if they can do it, the payoff is huge.
Absolutely. Not just for Burkina Faso, but for all of Africa.
It's like a turning point in their technological development.
It is, but there's one more layer to all this.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. What is it?
The cultural impact. This isn't just about cars or batteries
Right.
or even economics. It's about challenging how people see Africa.
So you're saying this car is a symbol?
Exactly. A symbol of self-reliance innovation. A continent taking charge.
That's powerful.
And it has implications beyond the automotive industry,
Like what?
changing perceptions both within Africa and around the world.
Okay, now I really want to hear more about this cultural shift.
Well, that's exactly what we'll dive into in the next part.
Can't wait.
We'll explore how this EV revolution is shaping perceptions, aspirations, even identities.
This is going to be good.
Stick with us.
All right, so we've talked about the tech, the economics, the environmental impact.
Right.
But now let's get into something a little deeper.
Okay.
The cultural shift that this whole electric car thing could spark in Africa.
Yeah, for so long.
Yeah.
The narrative has been that Africa just consumes technology,
Right.
not creates it.
Yeah, it's like they're just a market.
Yeah, and that idea is like deeply ingrained
Yeah.
both in Africa and globally.
Like the assumption is that all the good ideas
Right.
have to come from somewhere else.
Exactly. And that can really affect how a nation sees itself. You
Yeah.
know, their confidence, their self-belief.
But this car,
Right.
it's like a challenge to that whole narrative.
It is. It's a statement.
Yeah.
It says that African nations can innovate.
Yeah.
They can build their own future.
On their own terms.
Exactly.
So it's not just about the car itself.
No, it's bigger than that.
It's about changing mindsets
It's about believing in yourself.
and inspiring a new generation.
Imagine young people all across Africa
Yeah.
seeing this and thinking, hey, we can do that too.
Right here.
Right here in Africa.
It's this ripple effect of inspiration
Exactly.
spreading to other industries too.
Software development.
Agriculture. The
Yep.
possibilities are endless.
It really changes how the world sees Africa too.
In what way?
Suddenly, it's not just about resources.
Yeah.
It's about innovation.
Yeah.
It's about shaping the future.
Like a whole new chapter in Africa's story.
Exactly.
And they're not just catching up.
No, they're leading the way.
It's amazing to think about.
It really is. And, you know,
Yeah.
the video touched on how this project could empower women in Burkina Faso.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to ask you about that.
It's a really important point.
Yeah.
The car industry has always been
Yeah.
very male-dominated,
For sure.
but this new industry,
Right.
it could create so many opportunities for women
Yeah.
in engineering, design, manufacturing, even as entrepreneurs.
So it's not just about technology.
No.
It's about social progress too.
Yeah, absolutely. Burkina Faso is setting an example.
By promoting gender equality.
Yeah. giving women a chance to be part of this
Yeah.
technological revolution.
That's amazing. I'm curious about something else.
Okay.
We've talked about the national level,
Right.
the continental level.
Yeah.
But what about on a local level?
Mm.
How could this impact rural communities in Burkina Faso?
That's a great question. You know, if they can build that charging infrastructure,
Yeah.
especially if it's powered by renewable energy,
Right.
electric vehicles could be a real option for people in rural areas.
That would be huge.
Think about it. Lower transportation costs,
Yeah.
connecting remote communities,
Wow.
creating new economic opportunities.
It's amazing how one innovation
Right.
can have such a wide-ranging impact.
It touches everything.
From national identity to gender equality to rural
Yeah,
development.
it all comes back to believing in innovation,
Yeah.
that it can drive positive change.
Burkina Faso is showing that even a small nation can make a huge difference.
They're not just building cars.
Yeah.
They're building a better future.
It's a story that gives us all hope.
We've covered a lot in this deep dive.
We have.
From the technical stuff to
Yeah.
the bigger picture.
The cultural impact.
Exactly. And it's clear that this is much more than just a cool car.
Right.
It's about human ingenuity, the power of believing in yourself, and the potential for innovation to change the world.
It's a story that's still unfolding,
It is.
but it's already so inspiring.
It's exciting to think about what the future holds.
Yeah, it is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you learned something new
And that it sparked your curiosity
about the power of innovation.
to shape the world around us.